Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play City Skylines. Welcome back to 5B1C Season 3. Today we are going to be working on my area in the map, and so that is why we are flying over the mountains and over the woods. We are off to Czardus's land. So that will be up over here, and what I want to do is I want to have like a fishing town for now, a fishing and farming town. That is kind of the idea that I have. We will eventually get a passenger rail and a cargo rail in, but for now, let's go ahead and hit play, and hopefully we won't have any problems come up because I'm not watching the main town now. But we do want to get a harbor in here. How is the fishing? We have mostly anchovies in here. We have a little bit of shellfish there, but not too much in terms of fishing, or like variety there. But okay, let's get some roads in. So that'll be our planning way. And I want to plan with the cheapest roads we can find, which will be these dirt roads. First of all, as is my usual thing to do, I'm going to put a road that kind of goes right along the tree line and the water here. So then we're just going to go back and remove trees because I had tree anarchy on while I was doing that. That should work. Okay, then we're going to bring a road in from here, and I guess what we're going to see is this is going to be our main harbor here. Yeah, I think so. So we can go ahead and use a wider road for this. That goes right in there, and then let's go ahead and upgrade this one. We have to watch that money. We don't have a lot of money, and I don't want to ruin the budget. We are pretty tight right now. Yeah, so we're going to get a little bit of harbor area in here, and then we'll have a lot of residential. Let's see, I want farming in here too because we have farmland all up in here. So I don't want to have too big of a settlement here. Okay, so I ran out of money, so I had to wait to get more, and in the meantime, we have pretty much filled up a landfill, so we need to go in and get another one in here before we don't have the money to build another one. So we'll do that, and then the other thing I thought of is that I need to figure out how to get power across the map. And that is not going to be easy. I mean, I could build my own little power grid, but then I have to pay to have power. I can do 19,000 and get a coal power plant out there, or I can somehow bring power across the map, which those mountains are probably too steep to really justify it. But we might be able to bring them up here, bring the power line up this way, but it's way too steep on the other end. And that would be so hard to maintain. So then the next option would be to run it all the way through there. I think I'm going to have to build my own power plant. Okay, well, we're going to go with wind then. Yeah. We're going to have wind power. And let's double check. I got that landfill. That should be good. Okay. So we'll bring this here. And we'll finish this grid up. So that's going to be the main little bit of town, and we're going to bring this road like this. Oh yeah, and then we've got the rail will be out this way. So yeah, we'll bring this road down. Okay, that should be good enough to get us started here. So what I want to do is I want to build a little town here. Make a little district, I should say. I'm going to call it Saturday Harbor because I'm kind of using, I think I'm gonna go Green Cities. I'm using Friday Harbor in Washington State as a little bit of an inspiration for what I'm doing. Next, we need to get power and water. Water is going to be a pain, because I think I will run it all the way through there, which is going to be super expensive. Again, I guess I could create my own grid, but again, that costs more money again. We have two water outflows here. We have one over here, and we have one over here. So I could just dump the sewage. That would save me some money. Let's go ahead and do that over here. We'll put the sewage dump over here. And then we'll put the water tower right over here. So now I have to wait to get some money to get these connected, and then we'll need to get power out here as well. Okay, so we finally have enough money that we can get power in. I already built the water pipe, and then I turned these off so we could generate more money faster. But I'm going to put a windmill here, and then we just need to get the power to actually connect here. Okay, we've got our power connected. Now, a couple of things. We're going to get zoning in here in just a minute, but I am going to go and we have our initial landfill is full, so I'm going to turn it off so that it does not cost us money. And we're going to come back over here and get some zoning in. Okay, so now we've got that zoning in. We have water over there. We just need to actually have services provided, which should be happening now. And then people are moving in. That is good to see. And we will be able to go from there. Again, I don't want to get too many people, because I don't want it to be... I don't want a big community here. I want a small one, and then we'll get other stuff in, like primarily our farm. But we have very low unemployment right now, so we do need to get a little bit bigger. And so we'll have a farm over here, maybe a farm over here too. But maybe the farm goes back in here. How much space do I have all the way to that mountain? Yeah, we could get the farm there. And then this could be more residential, because we definitely need the people. Okay, so now let's see what we've got. We want to add more water, I think. Oh, that one's fine. We can just add a little bit down here. Right, okay, so now we can add more zoning in here. We're gonna have to get services soon, too. Boomtown, look at that. We achieved another milestone. So, I mean, we get another tile, which we don't really need. We could do airports now. We could do ferries, which actually might be worthwhile. But, I don't know, they have to go all the way around the island. They probably won't do it. And we can get buses and trams. Those would be useful as well. Next milestone is at 4,800. We also got a grant out of that, so that is good as well. We will use that grant to get some services over on the side, although we really don't have the budget for it. We'll skip healthcare for now, and we'll get a fireplace. Fireplace? Yeah, that's silly. A fire station. And we'll get a small police station in here too. And now we're running low on power, so we're going to get another windmill. Get one out in the water now, though, which is really helpful. So we should have plenty of power over here now. Okay, we've got money again, and we have been growing. A couple of things I want to do. I want to add more people, first of all, and I think what we're going to do is expand out in this direction further. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and bring this down, and I'm elongating the grid now, if you haven't noticed. But as we get further from the little small downtown area, I want the grid to be a little bit bigger. But I do think it would be rather gridded in here. There, I think I like that grid the way it is, so we're going to go ahead and get water extended while we have the money to do that. And let's go ahead and get zoning down in here. We are starting to get close to needing more jobs again, but we're not quite there yet. What we do need is death care, which we need to do here and in the capital city. So we're going to need a lot of money for that, because we need 8,000 for a cemetery, and we need 2 of them. Oh, another thing I want to do while we're waiting on that is I notice a lot of cars are coming through here and turning that way instead of going through the roundabout. So we're just going to adjust a few things with this interchange to make it so that it can do this. You can go there, you can go there, and we'll go the rest of the way here too. There we go. Now we have them, most of them are using the roundabout a little bit more. But some of them are just turning around, which is, oh no, they're not. Okay. I think that's functioning a bit better than, or like the way it was intended now. I am going to go in here and turn off the traffic lights though. Okay, and now we have the money that we can go in. I've also been adjusting the budget a bit to generate the money that we need, by the way. So, like, we have a little bit of, yeah. You know, we're going to have issues with services because we're so far apart. Or, like, everything is spread out so far. But let's go ahead and we'll get a cemetery in here somewhere. I actually think I want this. Put one there, and then in a little bit we'll get one on the other side. That should help any dead people in here. We have a couple. And over on this side we'll get one right here. Okay, and now we have unemployment, so we can get working on an industry, and I think we'll get started with farming, or fishing, is what I meant to say. So what I think I want is a key in here. Then, actually, I think I want to build a little harbor in here. Okay, so that is going to cause massive flooding. But hopefully it will pass pretty quickly. And then we'll be able to recover just fine. Yep, guys, there's just a big flood of water coming your way. Oh man, it took all the houses out. Okay, rebuild quickly, quickly, please. But this is going to be much cooler. Do you still have water trying to, like... Come on, do we have a water source in here? No, okay. So I'll just trying to even out here. But eventually it should be much smoother in there than it is out here. You can see, like here, the water is deep, so it's waving a lot. but eventually the water will be smoother in here. And for now, we are a little bit bankrupt, but we're going to see a lot of people moving in, and we'll get back into the green. Alright, see? I told you that we would get back to the green pretty quick. This is filled back in, and we are in the green. What I want to do next is lower all of this, because I feel like the land is much higher than the water, so we want to get that a bit lower. There, I think that will work. It might end up being a little too low, so we might have to adjust it again, but I think that will work. Now we will just clean up our terrain a little bit here. And you know what I think I want to do is, do I want a key over here? I don't think I do. But I do think that this is too sharp here. Okay, I think we do need to raise this up again. So we're gonna try and grab all of them. There we go. Raise it up a little bit more. That was not what I wanted. There, that should work. And then we're going to fix this corner. Like that. And there we have our little harbor. Now, the next thing I want to do is we're going to check on garbage again, because that is a concern a little bit, and we do need another landfill. We can't quite afford the recycling center. So that is why I am holding off on building those. Somebody else can deal with that. Okay, now let's get some fishing in here. So I think I want to just start on one end and make our way over. Though I think, you know, we could probably get one in here and then maybe come on either side here. Yeah, that'll work fine. We'll go here. And we're going to lower this down. Go right there. Then I want to take out this road. And we'll get our own road in there. That way we can bring this road right in. I'm not sure that I want it to be the big road. I do have a few trees that got... And we'll do that one for now. A nice industrial road. Let's leave this the way it is and just get it connected and going. Now, my usual disclaimer about fishing routes, I know that they don't have to be this long to be efficient, but I like to use fishing routes to be, like to add a realistic amount of fish, or not fish, boats out in the water. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Just in case anybody is a new viewer who's wondering why I am not building the optimal fishing boat duration, or like length there. Now, I want in here, we could get a fish market in eventually. Can't afford it just yet. Just bring power down like that, and this will get to be better soon. So that adds a little bit of industry here. We still have really high unemployment, so we're going to get started with our farm. And I do think it should go out this way. So we're going to bring another road in. And I think we'll have it go parallel to this train track. Okay, it's not quite perfectly parallel, but it will work here. And then what I want to do next is just to bring this pretty much straight in like that. Alright, so now we've got that in there. And we can see that this comes out to our farm area pretty well. So that is going to feed in here. And I kind of want this road to continue, I think. Like that. And then it can feed into this road. Maybe not. I mean, I guess this one is kind of a bigger, more important road as well. That might have to get widened at some point, but let's go ahead and get our farm in here. It's going to be a pretty big farm, but I do want to just kind of keep it in here. And Birdsong Region is definitely not the name I want, but let's figure out what we're going to do. So we need 15,000 to even build the main building for that. So we're going to wait and see how much our fishing is generating. By the way, I have cranked the taxes up a little bit for now. Not something I usually do, but I wanted to make sure that we were moving through here. There we go. Our fishing industry is now generating quite a bit of money. Let's get another one in. We start making money from those. Okay, so just like the other one, we're going to put this like right in. In fact, how close can we could get it like right here? Then we'll lower it down. Should be easier to lower because we can just match that height. And then we'll take this road out. And then we'll put a industrial road in front of it. And there we have it. We have a road out this way. Now we just need to get water, apparently. And then we'll get our fishing path. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because we have to... We can't join in them. They don't like it, and they don't like... They have trouble... Like, it's really hard when you get multiple ones in here. As you can see, we have to get a nice curve in. So I wonder if I can go in here, turn off node snapping. This one will go out over here. Okay, looks like we got that one in just fine. We should have double the money from that now. And we're almost ready to get another one in. So we'll keep going with this, and then we'll get fishing things all the way in here. And it'll be a little bit complicated to get through here, but we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so a quick update. I've decided that I want to wait to do more until we have the anchovy fishing harbor, which we need to get to 250,000 fish done before then. But in the meantime, I think what I want to do is get a fish market in, although we really do want to get that farm in. But a fish market will allow us to make a little bit more from our fish, which right now we're doing quite well. So that is something that will be good. Okay, now we have the money for our fish market, so let's go ahead and get that in here. I do think I want it kind of here. We're going to move it over though, because this road... Actually, you know, we could do this. We could bring this node down to there and have the hill be over there. I think that will work. And then we'll take out these trees. Now, I need to find a spot that I want to have for a park. I think we'll put the park... Actually, we could put that over in... Well, that I don't have access to. That is outside of my space. Well, let's put a park over here then. Eventually. So I'm just going to move my trees over there. Okay, that gives us our little fish market here, which we are selling some fish. We're getting stuff out there and hopefully getting to be even more efficient with that. So next, what I want to do is we're going to double check on our landfill status. We're at 74%, but I think we have one that is pretty much empty. Let's turn this off. And that's at 23%, so we have capacity there. I do think I should get a recycling thing in somewhere in Saturday Harbor. And that could probably even go down in here. Let's check power. That's still not jumping, so we can't put it down in there. But what I want is this, which is 16,000. We can't afford it just yet, but I think it would make sense to put it back in here somewhere.
I don't know about that terrain there. Let's lower it down a little bit here. Get our harbor area to be a bit better. Yeah, that should work. That gives us space over here that we can get our recycling center in there. Let's move these trees next. In fact, I'm going to go in and see if there's any trees in there. There we are. Okay, so now we should get the recycling center soon. Okay, now we have money. We can get this in here. Put it right there, and then that should have made the power jump. So this power line is redundant, and we can move. Actually, this can probably stay like right here. And while we're at it, now let's go in and add the remainder of, or like some more, I should say, not all of the commercial zoning we're going to have here, but get more commercial zoning in these spaces for the little bit of town in here. Our unemployment is doing better now that we have this in here. This will really help our garbage situation. So now we have a little bit of ability to process things. We are contributing to garbage pickup in this little town. So hopefully these guys will pick up primarily where we are instead of going all the way over to the capital city. But you never know. Sometimes they do that. We do need schools in our area. So let's go ahead and focus on that next. 10,000 is what we need. Okay, and we are there. We're going to go ahead and get a school in. I guess we'll put it right in here, and then we'll get the high school maybe right next to it. High school, we need 24,000 for that, though. So we're going to get a little bit more for this school first. How big is the high school? Just want to know how much space we have in the middle there. And I wonder, could we get a sports hall in here, too? No. Because I think we need more than 6 for this. Oh no, we could. Yeah, we could put this here and the sports hall next to it. That'll fit there. So that means that here we need a fence. We'll go ahead and bring a fence in. And I want to remove the fertile land here. Get rid of some of those sprites. And then in this space, so we have a bit more money coming in now, so I'm going to slow down the simulation. I want to, I mean, we have a lot of space here. Let's just kind of add a few trees, I think. Probably wouldn't have too many things. And in fact, I love these trees that are newly added to the game. So they have a little bit of space out there to do things in the grass. So I wonder. Let's take that. Well, let's put the trees along here. I'm going to see what I can do here and see if I can get something cool to look in here. Yeah, I think that'll work. So it's something very simple. It is kind of like a really simple little baseball diamond that they can play a little bit on if they really want to. They don't have a ton of space, but they're elementary kids. They're not going to, grade schoolers, they're not going to hit it very far anyway. Let's go ahead. We need, what was it, 24,000 to get that high school in. The problem is that we have, oh, we actually don't have enough capacity for either of those, so we can definitely be justified in adding another school in there. Let's go ahead and save up the money to get that. Okay, so now we can get our school in here. Let's go ahead and put that here as planned, and then we should be able to fit this one in there. Yeah, I think that'll work out well. And then we can get something else back in there too. But now we've got schools, we have other stuff. The next thing I want to do while we're saving up money to get other things is I want to detail our breakwater a little bit here. Alright, so it's not the perfect solution because we're in vanilla, but I think it looks better than just the, like, if you zoom out, that's all you see. But of course, you zoom out and turn on the lawn, then it looks really good, I think. So then the next thing, we have been having a little bit of power fluctuations in here, so we're going to get another power thing because I think we need more. So we'll go ahead and put that over here. This is our little wind farm over here. Also, I think I want a lighthouse. There we go, that should work. Make sure no boats are going into it. That one had a little bit of a wave there, but I think this will be fine there. A little bit dilapidated, but that's okay. How about buoys? We can get the tsunami warning buoys eventually, and then we can use those as kind of like buoys for coming into the city. Now, the next thing we wanted was this, which we need... Oh, that's $120,000 for that sports hall? Okay, we're not going to get that right away. That is insanely expensive, and we can't afford it. But I'm also starting to feel like my farm may have to wait. I don't know, we're running out of my recording time, so we'll see. I'm pretty happy with how this is right now, but let's get some more money and see if we can get that farm in before it's too late. So, quick change of plans. One thing I was just checking is the unemployment rate, and that has gotten down to 1%. So I think what we'll do is we'll expand the city a little bit. I think I want to go out in this direction. We're going to have to get rid of this windmill, or we could move it actually. Put it out towards our farm. Which does mean that it is currently not producing any power for our grid. So let's go ahead and get this along here. Like so. So that is still connected, and now we have freed up this space for actual residential development. And what I think I want to do is we have this road, which I think is going to make sense to go out that way. Let's bring this road, which is our other main road, I think, out this way. We have some more trees here that can be grabbed and moved. This time, though, I think what I just want to do is move them over to... Great, so then over here, we're going to lose the grid a little bit. What I want, then, we'll bring the road off this way. And then we'll bring another one in. Okay, I think that is pretty much the grid I want over here. I think I want a little park here. I want to reserve that space for a park. And then this space can be like services of some sort, like a hospital probably. And maybe we won't need a hospital in this little town. I don't know what we'll put in here either yet. But for now, let's go ahead and get water run. Okay, water is run. Let's go ahead and get some people in here. Let's actually wait on that and get our power line a little bit different here. I'm gonna bring that there, and we'll run it down this way. Okay, then we can take this one out. I'm aware the trees here don't quite work with that power line. That power line is not going to... So that gets that filled in, and then we can go ahead and extend our residential. Let's get the district spread out here. Okay, and now we are starting to get some water icons over here. So we're going to go ahead and add another water tower. We'll put one over on this side now. That will help the water in this area. Now, one thing that's interesting is Saturday Harbor now has more people than Pampatar City, which I don't think will be the case for a long time. But oh look, Busy Town, 4,800. Excellent. So I've been unlocking a whole bunch of great stuff for the rest of the team, and I think that'll be good. Let's go ahead and do a quick cinematic. Okay, now while we were doing the cinematic, I thought of another thing I want to do, and that is to go in here and to change this to organic and local produce in here, which is going to make all of our commercial respawn, but I think it'll complete the look a bit better here than these ugly vanilla style ones, like plain vanilla style, I should say. But I think that'll really like give Saturday Harbor a nice feel. And let's also check the levels up here. So we're still pretty low in the levels. We need to get more services, and we need to get public transit and stuff like that. I feel pretty good about where I'm leaving this for Imperial Jedi, because we have a lot of money, we have good demand for industrial, which really wish I had more time. I could get my farm going, and we'll see what happens. But I think that is where we will leave it for now, because yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my time here. Make sure you're subscribed to the other builders in the series, and Imperial Jedi is next on next Friday, so be sure to check him out for that video. Take care.